Good afternoon, Mr. Graham. How are you this afternoon?
Good afternoon. How you doing?
I'm awesome. Thank you for asking.
Okay.
So tell me, what brings you by today?
Just to talk about some of my experiences that I had in growing up and how it affects my parenting and just being in like current to this day. It's I've seen some things that only I know, only people like my family, my wife knows, and some of the things that I've seen, I kind of view things in a biased perspective. I know that might not be right or might not be normal, but that's just how I see it.
Okay. So you've experienced some stuff that has you kind of like, I don't like what I see. I don't really know if it's right or wrong, but I don't like what I see, and I don't kind of agree with it.
That's right. Just one when I was in high school, I hung with a group of friends. And we used to always we cut class and go play basketball at the basketball park. It was a park. It was a mission park. And it was a basketball court. And we would go there like at fourth period and just cut class and go play basketball. It was just one day we were just sitting on the bleachers, just waiting for our turn for the pickup game. And there was a guy that was walking on the basketball court. He wasn't in the middle. He didn't walk to the middle of the game. He was just walking on the side. And he had his, I guess he was going to do a sale. Another guy was coming on the other side. And they did like an exchange, like right in the middle. And the guy that took the money, he turned around and started walking. I guess where he was going. I guess I'm assuming his car or whatever. And the guy that had that took the I guess the drugs, so to speak, he walked by a couple of steps, stopped and turned around and went to proceed to walk behind the man that he sold it to. He pulled out a gun and he shot him like 5 times on his way, falling to the ground. And I can remember just looking at what's going on, and I can remember like one of my friends just saying, don't stare. Don't stare. So it's like you just kind of like, it was hard, but you had to play it off, but you're still glancing like, and I could see the man he shot, he fell on the ground. And the man was kind of like, he was kind of tilting, turning, and he shot him 2 more times. Went in his pocket and took, I guess, whatever he had, and kind of like ran where he was, where he was going. And the guy was just laying there, dead. I didn't even know. We didn't even get up to look over and see him. He was just laying there. Yeah, he wasn't moving, so we knew he was dead. The people at the basketball, they stopped playing and just looking. And it was just like, why they call the police? Everybody was just standing. Like, wow. We were just amazed. So when we didn't see the guy, whoever did the shooting, we immediately ran back to the school. And it's like we would, go home and every day for that rest of that school year, I would sit there and go to school and expecting just to have a police want to ask me some questions or being a witness or witnessing the shooting or might even come to our house, but that never was the case. We don't even know if anybody even called the police. It wasn't even on the news. So it's just like, it was just something that just happened. So it's like it was just by experiencing that, it made me look at stuff like, you can't trust anybody, never underestimate anybody, I was trying to get a logic out the situation. Maybe they had beef. I started looking, well, why would you continue to do business with this person if you had beef? So I just assumed that, this guy, he wanted his spot. So he took him out to get that territory. So it's just like, it was almost like it is what it is. I didn't tell my parents. To this day, I didn't tell them because I knew that it was just from my mom. She always would, we had cousins that, which was my mom, nephew, my brother's child. He was in and out of jail. He ran a big chop shop and around, I guess you could call it the Seventh Ward of New Orleans. And she was, when we go see our uncle sitting here, we at the church because it was down the street. And we'd go see him. And he would come out there and be talking to us and all that. My mom kind of wanted us to stay our distance from him, but she didn't know who he hung with, who his friends with. And I feared that if I'd have told my mom exactly what happened, she probably would have just kept me inside, made sure I would never go outside, or even she probably would have had me go to the police or whatever. So it's like, I can tell my Uncle Harvey because he was a reserve police officer, and I know he probably would have had me, knowing him, going to the station, going in a lineup or something like that. And I didn't want to do that. So it's like I kept my mouth shut. And I just think about what my friends said, downstairs, just it is what it is. Obviously, he experienced a lot of it. So it's, that's what happened to him, the experience that I had.
Sounds like that was very traumatic, and at the same time, you didn't feel like you could trust the authority figures or adults in your life to even voice what you had experienced.
I couldn't trust them, and I also it was fear. To my knowledge, this man was never caught. If I would have, opened my mouth, who knows? I'm pretty sure that he probably knew everybody at the police. So I know he'll remember me. I had a high school uniform on. It was a high school, blue and yellow. So it wasn't like it was different. He had uniforms on, so
school uniform.
School uniform. So it's he could easily pin that out. No telling he could have. I never saw his face. I was just thinking about not the stairs, so I was kind of glancing and just but I never saw his face. So it was traumatic. So it was a fear and a trust, not trusting that something can happen again, or something can happen to you next time. And it was a fear of not being able to see my friends. So just like I didn't want to do that. So I kept quiet, and it's like I became more comfortable as time went on. And nothing was brought up. Nothing was brought up. Nothing was brought up. I think at the end of the school year, and into the following school year, until we would go back to that park, we wouldn't play basketball. This time we played football. We played on the football field. We didn't go on the basketball court. You can see the same people sitting in bleachers waiting on the next game, same people playing. So you don't know what.
You didn't know what was
what.
So you lived in constant fear and distrust of your surroundings based on that experience.
I did. I lived in constant fear because I didn't want my parents, my mom and dad to freak out because I'm pretty sure that people that went to magnet schools, they wasn't in nice areas, so I'm pretty sure they saw stuff. And I went to a school that you saw a lot of stuff. I didn't tell them because I didn't want them to freak out. It was I wouldn't be the one coming home after school, walking down the street. I remember catch the bus, drop you off at Shell. I had to walk all the way down. We stayed in the last section on our street, so I had to walk all the way down the street, coming home. And it was kind of you had your little fights, and you had people in different sections because you got 3 blocks. The first block is 1 block. Had little kids getting into stuff. Second block, you had this block. That was kind of just, it was kind of peaceful. But people spoke to each other in the blocks. And the third block is just, coming home. It's like, I looked at it where it's like anybody could just drive on that street, see me walking down, because that's not like when I get off the bus, I got 2 houses to go to. I got a whole street to walk. So it's like anybody could see me and just be like, that's the one that, that ratted or something like that. So I wouldn't say nothing. But it's I started to look at, when I used to walk, I just either put my head down or I look up and I just be looking, kind of staying to myself. A lot of time I look and I would stay. I knew what time my parents would get home. I would catch the Oak Island bus. Not the Shepherd Shore bus. I would take the Oak Island bus. The Oak Island bus would take me on the East Shore side. And I go up on my friends to the East Shore. I know by a certain time I had to catch the bus to get on my side at a certain time. So that's pretty much what I had.
So that kind of rearranged your whole life as far as your level of feeling safe, the trust you had for the environment you were in. You didn't want to talk to your parents because you didn't want to, like you said, freak them out and then be isolated from your friends. And then you didn't want to have to deal with possibly being targeted if you were to talk to your uncle who was on the police force and, having to deal with being the so-called rat. And so there were a lot of dynamics as to why you didn't say anything and why you internalized that fear. You internalized that fear and you allowed it to stay there without ever kind of addressing it. So tell me what you were when you witnessed that experience and, some of the fights in your neighborhood. Tell me about the emotions that you felt. Explain those to me.
About the emotions?
Mm-hmm.
With the fights?
The emotion you felt. Let's start off with the emotion you felt when you saw the guy murdered.
The emotion was, I felt terrible. This guy is dead. I know I don't want to die. So I was just going through, I couldn't imagine. This guy was dead, who his parents was and nothing. And they wouldn't go to see him again. But I didn't, that was the trauma that I was feeling. This guy just took him out just like that, like in a blink of an eye. He just killed him like it wasn't nothing. I was just thinking, like, who would do such a thing? Who would actually do such a thing? Like, just kill somebody like that. And
so you felt terrible.
Terrible.
That was one emotion. Any other emotions you felt based on that one experience?
I felt, almost felt like a depressed. I felt depressed because, now I feel as though that, by me not saying anything, it took a toll on me as well. It was just like a burden on me because it's almost like you always was raised to speak up for yourself or speak the truth. In our situation, I didn't. I kept my mouth closed. It's this person could have been a family man. This person could have been a good someone's child. I was someone's child, of course. But it could have been somebody that was, he was trying to survive or put food on his table. You never know this situation. It was a burden because it's like I could have said something and just got what you call a case of look at the situation, but I didn't. So that.
So guilt too.
Yeah, it was guilt.
Felt terrible, depressed, and a sense of guilt.
Yeah.
Anything else? Tell me about any other emotions.
Those pretty much the two main ones.
Three main ones. You felt depressed, you felt guilt, and you felt terrible.
Felt terrible. because me not saying nothing in my heart, I knew it wasn't right. I just knew it wasn't right. But it's almost I kind of lean on someone telling me not to stare. So not to stare, and really get a good look at him. But it was like we could at least call the police. We chose not to do that either. We just ran back to the school. I guess you could look at it, we weren't supposed to be out there anyway. So it's like, but it was an experience. It was definitely an experience.
Okay. So, even witnessing the fights in your neighborhood, how did that relate to the feeling depressed and terrible and guilty? Or if those emotions, those three emotions, even correlated with the fights you would see in your neighborhood?
But it wasn't the neighborhood, it was in the school.
Okay.
The fights I would see in the school. That was kind of you walk on edge. You be on the edge because it's like it was bad. We had a lot of fights. Some teachers. We had the day where they had
You said teachers?
They would assault teachers.
Okay.
Then you had it where they would have a guys get revenge day. Sometimes some kind of way they would cut the lights off when changing classes, and they cut the lights off and it's dark, and then you just hear like a lot of pounding. And when someone finally get the lights and cut it back on, then you will see blood on the walls. You'll see somebody laid out and badly injured on the floor, like they've been beat up real bad. And you look at it like, man, and it's like you be kind of like on edge with just like you don't know who you'll piss off. It's like you had your little clicks up in there, and it's like it was really bad. It was really bad. So that's how I would look at it with my experiences, just being on edge.
Mm-hmm. So from the shooting, you felt terrible, you felt guilty, you felt depressed, and then with the violence in the school, with seeing people getting beat up, teachers assaulted, you would also feel on edge.
That's right.
So this is something you experienced throughout your high school life, or?
It was pretty much my freshman year. My freshman year was real bad. It was a change. The principal was trying to get people out of there, and it was resistance.
Okay.
So it was changed. So it's like we had a lot of students that left. That would go on. Some would go to Averson, some would go to just go to other schools. But some parents, I guess, make the sacrifices.
So their kids could be somewhere else. So tell me about how your experience has been problematic for you currently.
Well, my experience has been problematic because by me being on edge and being a father, it's I'm really a protector.
Mm-hmm.
When you have your kids, you see your kids kind of associate you with people that might not be in the game, but they might know somebody in the game. Most of the time there's never a good outcome because they always get in trouble. So when you kind of want to establish your ground and let them know that you're there, but at the same time, you don't want to run them off. So it's like it becomes you be on edge because you become biased. Whereas I'm not thinking about your perspective. I'm thinking about what I saw, what I grew up, what I know outcomes will happen. So I'm gonna shut everything down. That might not be it because it could be overreacting, but you don't know. You just shutting it down. You just know what could happen down the road, what you can prevent them from doing. That's how it affects my parenting. It affects me now because I experience things while I look at it one way, and sometimes I'm working on it to look at it from a different perspective. But I look at it where it's how I came up, what I saw, and some things is you can kind of see straight through, but some things you have to let your kids experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want my kids to one day be caught up in something that could have been avoided. So it's like if you see them, if they're hanging with the wrong crowd, stuff is gonna happen. They're gonna start, cutting school. They're gonna start cutting school. They're gonna start hanging by the person's house or the neighborhood. They're gonna start doing things they had no business doing. And you teaching them right, of course they got influence around them. So you're gonna tell them that parents don't know everything. So it's
right.
That's what you see.
Right. So this is what I'm hearing from you, and we'll be done in a few minutes. Okay. Hold on a second for me. So what I'm hearing from you is that on the one end, you have these life experiences that have taught you some things about the people you associate with, and how it could have a negative effect on you. And on the other hand, you're conflicted because you knew you grew up in an environment that would foster feelings of mistrust.
Right.
It fostered that. But at the same time, you don't know how to process that mistrust when it relates to your child. So it's causing you not to sleep, maybe?
Yes, it caused me not to sleep because I'm always on edge. Like if you see something that's in your child going through, you can't see. It's like, do she know this can happen? Does she know that can happen? It's like, you have to trust your children, but it's a process.
It seems like you have that struggle within. Yeah, I'm seeing these things that remind me of my childhood, but at the same time, my child, you think your child will have a different experience or has had a different experience that you've had, and you're overreacting. So you see the signs, right, but then you think your child has a different experience than you.
Right.
So you think that you're overreacting on one hand, and then on the other hand, you're fighting with your own experiences.
That's right.
Okay.
So that's the battle.
Okay. So you don't know what to trust, your own personal experiences or the experiences you believe your child has experienced.
That's correct.
Okay. So what we'll look at is how you identify your emotions and how you use those emotions to parent. And at the same time, we'll look at how you use factual information. We'll try to remove the emotion part and then use factual information so you can make a better decision on how to parent. How about we do that?
That sounds good.
Okay. So we'll look at that. You did a great job.
Okay,
awesome job with talking and being very clear on what's going on with yourself. I see a lot of self-awareness here, which some clients you don't always have that, so you do have to start from the beginning with them. But with you have a lot of self-awareness. Still some confusion on some things, which is absolutely okay. But I think we'll work well together. So if you're ready to commit to this therapy, I'm ready to roll and be with you in it.
All right, thank you.
That sounds like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, Mr. Gramling.
All right. Thanks so much. All right, thank you.